Starting way back in 1855, Findlay Market was an innovative architecture. It was one of the first buildings framed with iron. This and the community around it is why it still stands strong today, 168 years later. We believe that when Findlay first opened, it was formed around the culture and community. Now in today's age, we believe that it's Findlay that's changing the community.
He did, and that started the legend of Cincinnati Kid.
Well, I think the idea of Findlay Market has helped the community greatly. The market has been in existence since 1852, before the Civil War, and it's had its ups and downs over the years, and certainly through the decades of the 70s and 80s, it's been a little depressed. But it's made a resurgence in the 90s and certainly the double zeros and going into the teens. And now into the 20s, there's been a lot of gentrification in a good way because they're doing it in a balance not to chase out the indigenous folks, but give an opportunity here in its own community. Several locals are employed here, so it helps them. And in fact, Findlay Market runs a restaurant here that is actually a training center for food service. A person who lives in the community can go there, get a stipend to go to school there, and actually in the course of that time could earn their food safety certification and essentially become a sous chef.
The Findlay Kitchen over there, where smaller business owners can use large kitchen equipment that they couldn't necessarily own themselves. That's a big thing. They've now got a program with Social OTR. It's a restaurant just around the corner there. And that actually, underprivileged people or people going through tough times, it's a launchpad program where they'll teach them, fine dining, cuisine, cooking, culinary arts. And then also the Findlay Launch program has some other things where they will sort of act as an incubator for other small businesses. They'll put them in a brick and mortar for 9 to 18 months, give them a chance to flourish doing that and see if they want to actually pursue that. And that whole thing ties into the aspect of Findlay being a food urban core. They like to call it a food forest. So there are lots of places that they refer to as food deserts in low-income areas where you can't find that food. Well, Findlay and Findlay Corporation makes a big effort to keep Findlay Market food oriented.
I know what you've been looking for.
Unlike today, back in the 1800s, there were no supermarket chains. If you wanted food, local was your only option. However, in the late 1900s, as the railroads were built, this allowed easier transport of goods and services, leading to the decline in population around the Ohio River. As the locals left, so did the popularity of local markets. The culture that surrounded Findlay in the 1800s was mostly Germans, as Over-The-Rhine was heavily populated with German immigrants. As World War I came about in 1914, the German culture began to disperse into the city. When the Second World War came about, along with the Great Depression, population in Over-The-Rhine saw rural Appalachians migrate into the area. This affected Findlay Market by the items sold there as different cultures began to mix. In today's time and age, the community of Over-The-Rhine is trying once again to create that lively atmosphere.
Everything in popular culture fulfills a void. The role of Findlay Market is to fill the void of providing local people wholesome and local food for them to eat. This is especially valuable for the locals who cannot/could not travel both then and now. To those that do not live there, it offers outsiders the opportunity to experience folk cuisine. I think for those that live in the Over-The-Rhine district, Findlay Market also provides a sense of community. This fulfills the human need to belong. For the businesses there, I think the obvious answer is that it provides a way for businesses to make money by selling to the locals and the people that come from all over just to see what Findlay Market is all about. This, of course, provides jobs for the people that work there.
In today's age, the community of Findlay Market has done renovations to bring back what once was when it first opened. In 1973, the Federal Model Cities program renovated Findlay, and once again with an expansion in 2002. As of 1972, Over-the-Rhine is a local historic district in Cincinnati, and Findlay Market was listed on the National Register of Historical Places. The community changed Findlay Market to last for a long time, updating it to be involved with modern days and keeping it alive for generations to come.
Findlay Market is known far and wide, and because of this, over 1 million people come every year to see and shop at Findlay Market. According to the official Findlay Market website, many people that came to this market have strong emotional ties to it, and even those that do not, at the very least, have fond memories. Those that have the strongest emotional ties to Findlay Market likely grew up near the market and Over-the-Rhine and surrounding areas. This is true for both the past and present day Findlay Market.
In conclusion, during our trip there, we discovered a rich community full of charismatic and interesting people.
Heard it in your song.